everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Camp Funko Toys and Collectibles. I'm Kai.
And I'm Coda.
And today we have the entire set for the Ghostbusters Afterlife Plasma series. Now, there are, I want to say 6 in the set, plus a Build-A-Figure. And we did get the okay to open these.
Or, technically, it's not a Build-A-Figure, it's a, they call it a Build-A-Ghost.
Oh, I'm sorry, a Build-A-Ghost.
It's a Build-A-Ghost, not a Build-A-Figure.
I'm so used to there being, like, Build-A-Figures, but, like, no, that had to be super creative.
Not a bag instead of a bath. Anyway, so we already reviewed the Ecto 1. So if you want to, you can go watch our video on that. It was really cool. We loved reviewing it. It came out a while ago, though, which baffles me, because all of these action figures just recently got released to retailers.
And so aren't these revealed, like, not long after, like, the second trailer, or the first trailer came out?
I have no idea.
I wasn't really keeping track on the whole reveal of these things, but we also have our little Mo Ghost here with us, just to have.
That was the Mattel, that was the only Mattel Build-A-Figure that they did. They had the license for just a short bit, and then Hasbro freaking stole it from them. So the Build-A-Ghost in this set is called the Sentinel Terror Dog. He's looking buff as hell. He's bipedal.
I look at this guy and I think of Buff Helpy.
Oh dear God!
I'm sorry. It's just kind of like stayed in my mind for ever since I've seen it.
Now we only saw this ghost for a split second in the latest trailer where he's like crashing out of a Walmart chasing Paul Rudd.
I want to say like he was chasing Paul Rudd out of what was essentially a Walmart. So
maybe it was a Walmart. I don't know. I need to watch that trailer again. But this is a giant buff bipedal terror dog. So I'm really excited to build it. I'm really excited to review all these characters. It's really cool that they remade all of the old Ghostbusters, of course, except for Egon for obvious reasons.
R.I.P.
But
he will be missed.
But who do you say we should start with?
Let's start with number 1. Or let's just do all of them. We're just gonna open all of them off screen, and then we're gonna go in order of what they says on the
of what number they are on the box. So we will be right back. We are going to jump cut until we are open.
We are back, and this was very difficult to get them out of the boxes and have them hold all of their accessories, especially with Raymond stands.
Yeah, no kidding. These backdrops are incredible. These backdrops are absolutely incredible looking. I really love them. So we were just like, why the hell not? And just displayed them with the inserts rather than all of the boxes. It also conserves some room. But which one was number 1? Hang on.
Trevor was number 1.
Number 1 is Trevor. Is Trevor on your side or my side?
Trevor would be on my side, I believe.
It's very hard to tell.
I believe this is Trevor. Yep.
Alright, so since the movie isn't out yet, we don't know much about these characters. So, I guess if you want to know more, watch the movie when it comes out, right?
Yeah.
He appears to have a ton of mini puffs. Like, it's like 4 of them. I don't know what they're doing, but they look terrifying here. Especially since they're not even colored.
Yeah, they do look kind of creepy here.
And a quick side note about Trevor. The actor for him also played, what's his name? Mike in Stranger Things, and in Stranger Things, he also dressed up as a Ghostbuster. So, if you are a big Stranger Things fan, it'd just be really funny to just pick this up to, have with your, like, Stranger Things collection, because it works so well.
It does.
And
honestly.
a quick thing to note, Trevor and Lucky do not have a little, like, name tag or name badge on their uniforms.
Patch. It's a patch.
But Podcast does? I don't get it. I wonder why. They might explain that in the movie. I have no clue. But that was Trevor, who is number 2.
Just gonna put this guy back.
Alright, number 2 is Podcast.
You're really gonna make me grab all of these, huh?
No, I'm not going to. Because Podcast is on my side. I think this is him,
Yep,
right?
that would be Podcast.
Now,
also, I noticed that him being named Podcast and this character being named Lucky, it's kind of like a Goonies callback, because they all had names like that.
Yeah, I feel like this is a slight callback to Data from Stranger Things. It might be. I have no idea.
Or Data from Goonies, Coda.
The toy. My mind ain't working today. Data from Goonies, sorry. Stranger Things is still on my mind. It says on the back of the box here that he loves battling mini puffs. So I guess this explains a lot why he's covered in marshmallow like this, which is also a callback to the original movie, the ending scene. So that is pretty cool. This is, I don't know whose box this is. But, yeah, he apparently...
This is Winston's box.
I know, but, it looks like, yes, he's got, like, a patch on him that says podcast, or I think it says podcast, I have no idea. It says podcast. He's got a headset with, like, I don't know if those are, like,
So I'm assuming
goggles?
he's somehow associated with Ray Stans? Because he also had that headset thing?
I don't know, but I just know he's gonna be a tech nerd.
A tech nerd, yeah.
Every kid's gang has to have one. So, next, who is number 3? You got the box.
Number 3 would be Lucky. So that's also on your
Where's
side.
Lucky? Okay. So, interesting thing about Lucky, if she will stand, I hope she stands. She, in fact, comes with the RC that, usually would be seen in Ecto 1.
So like a larger scale version of the one that came in this thing over here.
So, Lucky, again, we don't know much about these characters. Hopefully we will learn more in the movie. Alright, so a quick thing to note about the articulation is that it is very fluent. I really like the articulation in these action figures.
Yeah, we're gonna have to test those out a little later.
The elbows move, the hands, the wrists turn. Typically the ankles would go up and down. I don't think they go side to side though. As I was saying, the articulation is great. The knees do bend. So thank God. I mean, it makes sense because they were made by the same people that made the Black Series stuff, which the knees bend there.
By the way, I haven't even mentioned this, but I was meaning to. All of the detail on all of the proton packs,
Freaking beautiful.
are beautiful. They look so good.
All of the detail on these action figures is so amazing.
And again, Hasbro is known for that. You know, putting extra detail into their stuff.
And also, a quick thing to note. The guns are removable from the packs. We just prefer to have them on there because we could not connect them for the life of us. We could not hold them.
They wouldn't hold them at all.
And also, another thing to note, for some reason, Podcast does not have a proton pack. He didn't come with one. I don't know if he's going to have one in the movie. So that's a tad strange. Who is the next number?
Peter Venkman.
Alright, Venkman, one of the OGs. Now, Venkman is an old man here. Venkman, Stans, and Zedmore, they all came back as the Ghostbusters. That's really cool. I'm really excited for their parts of the movie. And, well, he's got white hair here, that's for sure. That's for sure. He looks like he's in his 70s. I can't believe he's fighting ghosts again. Or maybe he's fighting ghosts. I
wonder if he's just, like, had this outfit in his closet. He's like, man, after so long, I'm finally breaking this thing out again.
So he's got all of his classic gear, and here's a callback from the original movie. In the opening scene, or not the opening scene, when you first get introduced to the character, he's like trying to have like college students guess shapes, and this guy kept guessing the wrong shape and kept getting shocked. Well, yeah, he came with the cards. They're like little cardboard things. He came with all the cards. It's really cool.
That's pretty
that all
lit.
of them were included.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's such fan service. I love it. He came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. They are made of cardboard, so I would be careful with them. They can bend. Man, if I can get these things sorted. And not to mention, what's interesting is that the stream that came with Lucky, it is yellow and purple, but the streams that come with the original 3 are like a darker orange and light blue. That is interesting to me. I wonder if they'll explain that in the movie.
Maybe Lucky has a different type of proton pack.
Maybe.
Like a newer model, maybe.
Alright, the next one is
Raymond Stans.
Raymond Stans. Alright, I gotta get this guy without dropping his book. Now, what's interesting here, I think that's Stans, right?
It is.
Alright, what's interesting is that his hair hasn't nearly as much grade as Venkman's has.
No, it hasn't.
I do think that book is from his bookstore called, of course, Ray's Occult Bookstore. So, as I was saying, Ray's Occult Bookstore is a scene at the end of the latest trailer. At least I think. I mean,
all we really saw was just like a dark bookstore with Ray's voice over the phone saying we're closed.
people are fighting on the internet saying that some people are saying that it's Stan's and some people are saying no, it's Venkman's voice. Like it's definitely Stan's.
It's Ray's voice.
I don't know if that's still a thing that's happening on the internet, but it's Stan's voice. It's not Venkman. They're very easy to tell. All right, next up is whom?
Winston Zedmore.
That is on your side.
Yes, it is.
All right. Now, I don't know if he did, because I never saw the second movie. I don't remember him ever getting his time to shine. It'd be really cool if he finally got, like, his badass scene. So, this is Winston Zedmore. He is another one of the original 3. Apparently he is...
4.
4.
Original 4.
I only sang 3 because Egon's... So... he's holding what... I don't know what that is that
it's
he's holding.
It's a newspaper... It's like an advertisement clipping...
That is also...
Which, a Ghostbusters ad is circled in red.
Haha! Cool!
So it's kind of like the FNAF newspaper.
Yes.
The ad is circled in a red mark... Oh, with a red marker.
So that newspaper is also made of cardboard, so I would be careful with it. The original 3 have slightly different articulation than the others. I don't exactly remember I can't pinpoint what.
I think
was
it's
different.
that their feet move and the kids' feet don't move.
Yeah, I think that's it. Which is interesting to me because I feel like the kids would have more articulation because they'd be able to move better in real life because these guys are old as frick.
Right?
So, yes, as I was saying, hopefully he gets his badass scene in this movie. I don't think his character was very fleshed out in the original 2 for obvious reasons, sadly. But again, I'm really excited for this movie. I hope it's good.
By the way, the design on just the outfits of these guys are just phenomenal. Like the sculpting.
Yeah, the sculpting is great on these action figures. I highly recommend them.
I don't know how you do it, Hasbro. I don't know how you do it.
I really highly recommend these action figures if you can get your hands on them. And again, go check out our Afterlife Ecto-1 review where we talked about all the things about the Ecto-1.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build this huge-ass Build-A-Figure, so we'll be right back with that. Okay.
This thing is sick looking.
This is the Sentinel Terror Dog?
Yep, the Sentinel Terror Dog.
Now, this guy is buff as frick.
Now,
this has its fair share of issues.
Yep, for example, the body is made of hollow plastic. Only the torso is made of hollow plastic. And his legs have absolutely zero articulation. But what's good about him is that his head can swivel up, down, and all around. His jaw is a hinge, so it can move. And his wrists and upper arms are articulated. His knees and elbows aren't, sadly.
Yeah.
But I love the combo of metallic and translucent here.
Now, one issue I have with the translucent
half of his body.
Torso is that I'm gonna let him turn around real quick.
Well, first of all, you're gonna see that he's got some ass cheeks.
Oh yeah. That was an unneeded detail. You can see a huge ass injection line or like part of the molding in
right
his
there
ass.
in his left ass cheek. That's weird to me. Funko did the same thing with their Freddy Frostbear action figure, where they made it a little too translucent.
Like you can see a little bit. You can see a little bit of that, like on his side there.
Yeah, like where it's made of hollow plastic, and you can see all of the connection points. This is really distracting.
Another issue is that the translucent legs and the translucent torso doesn't really mesh together as well as it does on the glam on the box.
Well, they had to mass produce, and I bet
you can see it goes pretty well. Like it meshes pretty well.
Well, they had to mass produce these pieces, and I bet plastic was much cheaper to produce than vinyl was.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
But other than that, this figure is gold, especially for the $120 you'd have to spend to get it.
It's almost as good as this one. It's almost as good.
I mean, sure, the No Ghost has its charms, but like, come on now. This freaking thing is badass, not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that his mouth is articulated and that they molded like the tongue, they molded all of the teeth. Heck, even like the stretchy part of his jaw where it like connects the top half to the bottom half. It's really nice detail. I really love it. I don't get the square on his ass cheek, though. That's pretty distracting.
Yeah.
But,
then again, if you're trying to look at it, yeah, it's going to ruin your day, right? But if we put it on our shelf, it's probably just going to be facing you. Before we go, we need to test out this articulation, huh? Now, I'm sure, like, because I remember playing with all of these before we set them all up, and to my knowledge, the articulation's pretty similar on all of them, so I'm just going to use Winston as an example. So the arms move pretty well.
We'll face the camera for it.
The arms, they move okay. I don't always... His waist is on a swivel. That's pretty awesome. So it can move up, down, and all around. Like I said, like Coda said, his feet move.
All the old men's feet move, except the kids don't. That's
his thigh also twists and turns.
That's an interesting detail. I never got that part. Like, they could just put the thigh on a swivel from the waist. Like, I don't know why they need to... I guess it allows more articulation, but it kind of breaks the mold if you pose it wrong.
Right.
But anyway...
His knees, the articulation's not fantastic, but, I mean, it's good enough.
These aren't meant to just be, like, played with. They're not actual, like, toys. I feel like they're more meant for display purposes. But, that about wraps up this review. So... Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Sorry for the 3-week wait. We were very busy with school and shit.
Yeah.
But, hope y'all...
It's been a hectic week, for sure.
Right. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Be sure to hit that little bell icon for all future notifications. Comment down below if you are excited for the new Afterlife movie, if you have these action figures.
If you are enjoying the view of his ass cheeks. And we love hearing your thoughts. And we will see you in our next video. Or our next upload, whatever you want to say. Bye-bye, everyone.
Adios. Hello, viewers, and thanks for tuning in to Camp Funko Toys. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our Spotify podcast, Twins Talk Toys. This is Camp Funko signing out.